Have you ever wondered what would happen if you got sick while traveling in China? A sudden fever in Shanghai or a bad stomach in a very small city such as Ziyang in Sichuan province? Well, don't panic. In this video, I'm going to be your guide to the Chinese healthcare system. Honestly, I hope you never have to use this information. I wish you all a healthy and safe journey. But if you do find yourself in a situation, know that seeing a doctor in China is actually much easier and won't break the bank. Let's dive in.
Hospital in Chinese we say 医院医院医院 Doctor in Chinese we say 医生医生医生
In China, the system is dominated by public hospitals. They are the backbone of medical care for most people. The best of these are called 三甲医院, Tier 3 Class A hospitals. Chengdu is home to 64 of these top-rated hospitals. Today, we are visiting one of them, the Chengdu Women's and Children's Central Hospital. Now, even though this is a specialized hospital for women and children, the overall layout and the process of seeing a doctor are actually the same across all major public hospitals in China. So what you learn here today can be applied anywhere. Let's go inside and I'll walk you through the entire process, step by step.
To register in Chinese we say 挂号挂号挂号 Outpatient department in Chinese we say 门诊门诊门诊 Emergency department in Chinese we say 急诊急诊急诊
In China, hospitals are divided into the emergency department and the outpatient department. Let's start with outpatient care. Now, for registration or 挂号, you should know that most locals use WeChat. They have an electronic hospital's card within a hospital's mini program, handling everything from registration to payment on their phone. As a foreigner, you can register for this too, but honestly, if you are just traveling here, it's not very practical. You'd have to register at each specific hospital, which is time-consuming. So, my simple advice, just go directly to the registration window with your passport. It's the most straightforward way. Don't worry about the language. Your first stop is the information desk, always located in the central, most prominent spot at the entrance. The staff there are very helpful and will use a translation app to confirm which department you need. Then they'll direct you to the right queue. At the window, you will pay a small fee, usually around 15 RMB, using cash, Alipay, WeChat, or a credit card. One crucial tip, once you get that paper slip, keep it safe. You need to scan its barcode repeatedly. Okay, you've successfully registered and have your ticket. Now what? First, find the area for the department you are visiting, like internal medicine, surgery, or pediatrics. Once you are there, look for a self-service machine. Here's a crucial step. You must check in or report at this machine by scanning your ticket's barcode. This lets the system know you've arrived and puts you in the queue. If you don't do this, you won't be called. After a successful check-in, find a seat in the waiting area. Take a look at your ticket. It will show the doctor's name, the room number, and your queue number. Now, just wait and keep an eye on the large screens displaying the queue number. You'll also hear your name called when it's your turn. A very useful tip. Before you sit down, take a quick moment to locate the exact doctor's room. This way, when you are called, you can go directly there without rushing around and potentially missing your turn. Finally, please always respect others' privacy. Wait until you are called before you approach or enter the consultation room. If you are unsure about how to scan your ticket to check in at the department, don't worry, there's usually a nurse station in the waiting area. You can always ask the staff there for help. They can assist you with the process or even scan your ticket for you.
To pay fees, in Chinese we say 缴费,缴费,缴费. Nowadays in China, most people 缴费 by scanning QR code, so it's very convenient. 缴费 to pay fees, 缴费. Test, examination, in Chinese we say 检查,检查,检查.
After consulting the doctor, there are usually two next steps, depending on what the doctor decides. If the doctor writes you a prescription for medicine, you can take that slip directly to the payment window to pay, and then to the pharmacy to get your medicine. If the doctor gives you a test slip for examinations, then here's the process we discussed. Take the slip and first go to the payment window to pay. After payment, head to the corresponding testing area, like the blood lab. In busy departments, you might need to check in at a self-service machine by scanning your slip barcode to join the queue, then wait for your name to be called. Now about the waiting time for results. For a basic blood test, results usually come out within 30 minutes to 2 hours. For more complex scans like a CT, it might take 1 to 3 hours. Once you have your results, you need to go back to the doctor for a follow-up. Remember, for this follow-up, you usually have to scan your ticket at the machine in the department's waiting area again to rejoin the queue. Wait for your name to be called before entering the office. Alright, after the doctor's consultation, if you are given a prescription slip, here's how you get your medicine. First, take the prescription to the payment window to pay for the medication. Once you've paid, head to the pharmacy. Now, there are two common systems. At some hospitals, you can go directly to the pharmacy counter and queue up. At others, you might need to first check in at a self-service machine. Just like before, you scan the barcode on your registration slip. This puts you in the queue and you wait for your name or number to be called on the screen. So simply watch what others are doing or look for signs. The staff and the pharmacy will also guide you if you are unsure. Then just present your slip to connect your medication.
Medicine. This is my Chinese medicine. It's a kind of fast Chinese medicine. Medicine in Chinese, we say 药,药,药. Pharmacy in Chinese, we say 药房,药房,药房. Prescription in Chinese, we say 处方,处方,处方.
Now let's talk about emergencies. If you experience severe symptoms like chest pain, a serious headache, a fracture, or if you just feel extremely unwell, even with a high fever in the middle of the night, you can go to the emergency department at any time. You have two main options to get there. Call an ambulance by dialing 120, and just to remember, police here is 110, fire department is 119. Take a taxi directly to the hospital's emergency entrance. Once you arrive at the ER, the first place you must go is the triage desk, usually located right at the entrance of the emergency hall. A nurse will ask about your condition and check your basic vital signs, like blood pressure and pulse. Based on this assessment, the nurse will determine the urgency of your case. Unless it's a critical life-threatening situation where you would be rushed into the resuscitation room immediately, the general process is similar to the outpatient department, but priority is given based on severity. The nurse will then direct you to the registration window, use your passport to register, and remember to keep your slip safe. The good news is the ER everything is streamlined. There are usually separate pharmacies and testing labs for emergency patients, and the results come back much faster. A basic blood test can take as little as 10 minutes, and the imaging results are often available immediately after the scan is done.
Have a cold. In Chinese, we say 感冒,感冒,感冒. Sorry, my throat is a little bit itchy. That's why I came to the hospital to get some medicine. Cough. In Chinese, we say 咳嗽,咳嗽,咳嗽. My throat is a little bit itchy, but it's not sore. Sore throat in Chinese, we say 嗓子疼,嗓子疼,嗓子疼. Have diarrhea in Chinese, we say 拉肚子,拉肚子,拉肚子. Headache in Chinese, we say 头疼,头疼,头疼. Vomit, throw up. In Chinese, we say 呕吐,呕吐,呕吐. Runny nose. In Chinese, we say 流鼻涕,流鼻涕,流鼻涕. Stuffy nose. The mosquitoes are biting me. I'm sitting here. This is a small yard of the hospital, and so many, we say then autumn mosquitoes. In China, there is an old saying, autumn mosquitoes are the worst. They are fierce. Okay, let's keep going on. Stuffy nose. In Chinese, we say 鼻塞,鼻塞,鼻塞. 鼻 means nose. 鼻子 nose. Stuffy nose. 鼻塞,鼻塞. When you have a cold, you have body aches normally. Body aches in Chinese, we say 全身酸痛,全身酸痛,全身酸痛, body aches. Allergy in Chinese, we say 过敏,过敏,过敏.
Now let's talk about something many travelers worry about, the cost. I want to reassure you that seeking medical care in China is generally very affordable. A typical visit won't break the bank, even without local insurance. To give you a rough idea in US dollars, for a common issue like a fever, the total cost for consultation and medicine might be around 15 to 30 US dollars. A basic blood test is quite cheap, often between 7 to 14 US dollars. A CT scan now typically costs between 30 to 50 US dollars. A standard MRI scan might be around 70 to 105 US dollars. Even a procedure like a standard surgery is manageable compared to many Western countries. So while no one plans to get sick on a trip, you can rest assured that getting care here is accessible. Just remember to keep all your receipts for your travel insurance.
Which department should I register for? In Chinese, we say 我需要挂哪个科?我需要挂哪个科?
我 means I, me. 需要 means to need, to require. 挂 means to register with a doctor. 哪个 means which one. 科 means department. 我需要挂哪个科?我需要挂哪个科?我需要挂哪个科?
I have pain here. It hurts here. In Chinese, we say 我这里痛,我这里痛.
我 means I, me. 这里 means here, this place. 痛 means pain, ache, to hurt. 我这里痛。我这里痛。我这里痛。
I'm allergic to penicillin. In Chinese, we say 我对青霉素过敏。我对青霉素过敏。
我 means I, me. 对 means toward, to. 青霉素 means penicillin. 过敏 means to be allergic, allergy. 我对青霉素过敏。 我对青霉素过敏。我对青霉素过敏。As the lights of the hospital glow through the night, one cannot help but reflect on the quiet dedication that keeps this vast system alive. In a nation of billions, where every day brings countless needs, it is the hands of caregivers, the vigilance of doctors, and the support of a society-wide effort that make healing not just possible, but accessible. Behind every efficient visit, every affordable prescription lies a story of sacrifice, a testament to those who serve often without praise. Their commitment reminds us that health is not merely personal, but a shared responsibility. So let us honor their labor by tending to our own well-being. To care for our bodies is to lighten the load on those who care for us all. And in preserving our health, we preserve something else just as vital, the freedom to dream, to explore, and to become who we are meant to be.
Hey everyone, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and tap the bell for more adventures right here in China. It really helps me out a lot. Thanks again for watching.